Hello beautiful beings, welcome to Tarot for today. Thank you for tuning in. I am doing some readings for you, those that are tuning into this and need to hear this message. It will resonate and it will connect to where it needs to connect to, and for those where it doesn't, just allow it to go in peace and love. So the card that's jumped out today is to do with Archangel Michael. This is around those who are going through an upgrade, going through changes, going through, which is pretty much a lot of us at the moment. There's so many changes going on in the world and so many disruptions to the way that we used to do things. If you're in the astrology communities, planetary wise, there are big changes for us collectively. And for those of you who are more in tune with higher beings, this is about deepening into our power after we've lost it. All right, we've been distracted, and that's being done purposefully. This is about you deepening into who you are rather than who you have been told to be. The words on the card, you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. Right, we're all on this planet. We are all of the same species. And we are all at different levels, different phases, different stages. We all have different expressions, but we all have come here to learn lessons around the same or similar things, whether that's love, peace, joy, freedom, beauty, truth, power. Okay, and we are forced to learn around these principles based on how it's been limited and conditioned. So, for example, those who desire freedom come into a space where they have been limited, where they've been constricted, where they've been confined, and where they've been reduced to a version of them that fits in. And it is a way of teaching how to get back to freedom. How is it that our conditioning has made us small? How is it that we've accepted our cultural beliefs, our personal beliefs, our family beliefs? This is a time of questioning and deepening into the truth of who we are, but questioning how we have arrived at this destination, not as judgment, not as a way to make ourselves feel worse about ourselves, but as information, as data, as feedback into how we are in or out of alignment to our values and the truth of who we are. The word that steps out for me from this particular card is protection. Protection marries up with the concept of safety, security. When we protect something, we are defending it. So I want you to look at what it is that you're defending. Sometimes we're defending things that are no longer relevant or serving us for our highest good. It served us when we were younger, but it's time to upgrade. So you have to really be honest with yourself and go, what am I defending here? What is it that I'm protecting? We also want to protect the good things. We want to protect our safety, our peace, our position in love. You know, these are the things that come from our heart. There's a lot of talk around protecting and shielding and guarding against and, there's good and evil, and there's light and dark, and there's shadows, and we can become quite fearful of others and their shadow selves and their ways of expressing themselves that are misaligned to the truth of who we are as a human species, as a consciousness, as a spirit in the vehicle of a human form. Now, we all have the opportunity to learn. We live in a world of mirrors. And so you want the mirrors to reflect our truth, our purpose, and our love, and our peace. And we can only reach the depths of that when we let go of our conditioning. This is not an easy task. This is not something that is a happy little ride in sunshine. Because our identity, our ego build up a personality, a persona in order to hold us in a space so that we fit it in with our family, with our social circle. If we strip that all away, we're actually much more powerful and greater than we could ever imagine. But we end up feeling a sense of fear. We're going to lose our sense of self. We're going to die. We're going to become smaller than what we are now. And that is just a made up mental construct. We're born creators. And our power lies in what we hold on to and what we let go. And so this is a time to challenge your beliefs, the way that you do things, your feelings. Time to tune in to the value set that we are all here as humans to experience: the love, the peace, the joy, the power, the freedom, the beauty. How do you express that? What's your personal way of expressing that? Find support, but question it. Be discerning, because while we're all at different stages, the one that brings the truth, it's peaceful and it's simple, are the ones that you follow. Those who do a lot of talking, blowing a lot of smoke around, echoing other sentiments from other people without it being from their own experience and in alignment to the creative principles, you can be tricked. And this is about knowing your own value set and how that contributes to the greater good, not just at a personal level. It's got to be a good version, and it feels good, and it's for the benefit of everyone. Because if somebody loses, it's not the right track. And so it's not an easy path. I want to talk about that because it challenges everything that we've built. If you've experienced loss where you've lost a job, where you've been made redundant, where you've lost a relationship, and secrets came out from that, and you start to look at things differently. You start to feel deceived. You start to feel betrayed, because what you thought it was wasn't. And so we can be blinded by these things, and it's important to have the right support while going through this process. What I want you to do is just sit down and imagine. Now, they use this in a lot of development circles. But if you won first jackpot lotto and then you got all the spending that you wanted to do out of the way, the usual things, you go and buy a home, pay off a mortgage, help family and friends, all that kind of thing, and you've completely got that out of your system, what would you do with your life after that? What would you actually be doing with yourself after that? Now, for me personally, mine is about painting and making art, just with more expensive materials. And then I want you to ask yourself, why are you not doing that today? What stops you? These are the conditions and the limitations that we tell ourselves on a daily basis, and these are the ones that we need to challenge and let go. I offer one-to-one coaching and tarot readings on a personal level. If this is something that you would like assistance with, please feel free to message me. Otherwise, drop your comments below and let me know how this has helped you. Until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.